Good morning. It's been a few days. I had to work all week, so I couldn't make any videos. But I'm ready to build the long-awaited loft. Wow. Yeah, what an intro. All right. So, here we go. It's Saturday morning. I was actually supposed to start working on this yesterday, but I wound up having to do 2 more yards. And so since I was doing those 2 yards and I was passing by my storage unit, I decided to pick up a few things from the storage unit. One of those things being my TV, the other being my computer, my desktop. Well, got my TV out. I thought I would set it up to maybe watch it last night, and it fell over. Now the screen's busted. Don't I feel stupid? 42-inch screen TV. I've had it for a long time. I'm not even sure. I've had it for a number of years. So, but now it's gone. So it's ruined. I have a big screen TV. I don't know that I could fit a big screen TV in there. So we'll have to see. But I do plan on getting some kind of TV. I may have to just get another 42-inch. I don't know. I just don't want to spend the money, but I need a TV. So anyway, that's an expense for a later date. Today, I want to show you, before I get started, I want to show you what I've got ahead of me. So, I just got back from Home Depot, and lo and behold, I got a bunch of 2x4s and 1 piece of plywood. Now, this piece of plywood is for the bottom of my bed. All right, so I got one of the OSB boards. That's like half the price of a normal sheet of plywood. It's only like $15. So I got that, and I got 14 2x4s and some screws and some of these self-drilling screws. I got some more of these. These are the ones that I used that will go in the wall. Also, here's my little setup here on the back of the trailer. See Boulder down there relaxing. I got him hooked to the chain that is hooked to around that handle there. But I have his bed and his bowl and some water and his dog food, and I've started moving stuff out of the living space. This is a dozen donuts to snack on throughout the day. There's my water cooler. I finally decided to mount it right there. I think it's a good spot. So, all right, let's take a little trip back here. Oh, by the way, I got me I had to buy a small air compressor, which I hate already because it's too small. So I'm probably going to have to replace it. But it was on sale for like 60 bucks. So let's go in here. It's dark in here. But this is where I'm living at. This was the bed I slept in last night. There's my air conditioner pumping away. It's ice cold in here. But it won't be for long because I'm going to probably either turn it off or at least turn it up. But all this stuff has to come out so I can work in here. Because right there where that bed is going, that is where my loft is going. So my bed will be up here instead of down here. Alright, so all this stuff has to be moved. And there you have it. The work that is before me. I'm ready to start cutting 2x4s. I'm going to make the loft 56 inches off the ground. I decided that height because I want to have the fridge, and then a shelf above the fridge will be a microwave, and then the shelf above that will be the power station, and then the bed. And if you add those heights together, I need 56 inches of height off the ground in order to do that. Then, so I'll put a piece of plywood up on the side of that section there, where those things will go, and put some shelves there for those two, microwave and the power station, to just be mounted. But I'll leave the back end open so that air can flow through there, and you won't have a bunch of heat generated with that equipment sitting there. But I'll have to put some kind of board up or something on the back to keep those things from moving, sliding around. Don't want them falling off the back. That would be bad. And then on the other side, on the nose side, that's where my desk is going to be. And above that desk is going to be a shelf, the same size as the desk, but it's going to be like a storage area. I'm going to have a piece of plywood that goes all the way from the floor, at the foot of my bed, from the floor to the ceiling, to section off that storage area and the desk area, the office area, so that the idea for having a piece of plywood up there is to it's so that it's for the sliding around, things are moving around and stuff like that. So I have something sitting on the desk, or in the storage area. What I'm going to have is that stuff won't be in containers. That'll be like extra toilet paper and paper towels and paper plates and all that paper stuff, and trash bags and just supplies. General supplies will go up there. It's out of the way. It's up top. None of that stuff will be heavy. If it falls, it won't hurt nothing, but it won't fall because there'll be a rail up there to keep that from happening. But yeah, it's all just supplies. Now, up under the bed, along the back wall, will be my storage containers, and that will have my clothes and food and some various other supplies like medicine or hygiene stuff or whatever, those kinds of things. Things that I need access to on a ready basis. And also the storage containers will be sealed so to keep out bugs and things like that, so I don't have to worry about all that. And then the toilet and sink will be on the other side of that wall, that plywood wall of the desk in the storage space, up under the bed. That would be the toilet and sink, and there'll be a ladder right there. So that will be, I'll put another piece of plywood up on the back side of that ladder, so that the storage area, or the toilet and sink area, will be private. Now, there will be a little space under the bed for behind the microwave and sink, or the microwave and fridge and all that. There will be a storage area, or a little area back there. I'm not sure how big that space is going to be, but I'll put something back there, or I'm not sure what I'll do. I may just use it like as a broom closet, to put stuff like that in there. I have an electric vacuum cleaner that I might need to, get up dust and something like that, or grass that's on the floor or in the cracks or whatever. So, and I can plug it up right there, hang it and plug it, and I got a broom and dustpan and those kinds of things. So I may just use that as like a closet. Also, I have fold-up tables, and I have chairs, stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff that's going to be hung up. What I want to do is, like say a fold-up tables, I have to find a spot on the wall where I can just strap it down. It's got to be able to stay there. The same way with the storage containers. I'm going to have to find a way to strap them down so that they don't move around when I drive. I have a few ideas, but I'll have to test all that out. But there's going to be stuff hanging up too. I mean, I'm hanging up coats, and I have a fan that's on the wall, and I've got various things. Anyway, we'll see. There's going to be a lot of stuff hung up. Even my trash can, I want to hang a trash can on the wall for my trash. So I just want it off the floor and stuff like that. So yeah. Anyway, really the only thing I want to leave on the floor is Boulder's bed. Um, and I'm thinking that might be up underneath my bed most of the time, so it's not in the middle of the floor. Well, we'll have to see. Anyway, I will let you go, and I'll do another video when I'm done today. However far I got, I should be able to get the basic structure of the loft done, which means I may have to run to Walmart and get a mattress. So, for the bed. So, unless I, for some reason, choose to use my air bed for now, but I think it's going to be too tall for that space. I need an 8-inch. My air bed is like 18 plus 3-inch pad. That's 21 inches. Now, it's probably not that when you sleep on it, but it goes down some. But still, say 21 inches, and I'm can get a bed in the box that's 8 inches thick. Well, that's a big difference. What is that? 21 inches minus 8 inches, 13. So it's over a foot in difference in height. So yeah, I'm already, even with 8 inches, I'm already going to be close enough to the ceiling. I couldn't imagine with the 21 inches. That'll be super close. I won't even have room to sit up in bed. I guess I could always let some of the air out of the air mattress. Anyway, there you have it. I'm going to get started working. I got to get started moving stuff out of the living space. And then I'm going to start cutting 2x4s and screwing them together. And I will start with the ones that mount to the wall first. Those will be the hardest to put together. And we'll go from there. All right. See you in a little while.